Hi everyone and welcome to the Great Commission strategic card game. We're going to run through how to play and then play through this little scenario, and hopefully that will show you not only how do you play, but how does it go. I've not set up chosen these cards, they're just random, but I'm hoping that it's a good combination. We've got a church that's really good at praying with these random selection, so let's have a closer look at how you play the game and then we'll get into it. Every player is a church. In it you've got a leader and then you've got a location, and those give you a mechanical benefit, and each time you play you might have a different combination. You also got a bunch of people in your church, and each of those people has a special ability as well. They've got multi-use cards, so each card has not only their talent and their faith and wisdom, but they have got different varying recovery costs and that sort of thing, which we're going to have a look at. But let's talk about broad strokes. The aim of the game is to gain all the world cards. Okay, so you're basically trying to reach all the people in the world before the time runs out. The time is represented by event cards, and there are 7 event cards, which is 7 rounds. So if you haven't got all of these cards before the events run out, then you lose. When you bring people into your church, you also bring troubles, and the troubles can cause you spiritual health damage. If you lose all your spiritual health, your church dies, and then you lose the game. So we're playing single player, but in a multiplayer game, if one of the church dies, everybody loses. So you're invested in each other's well-being. There are a few different types of cards. There's people, and that would include leaders, all of which are members of your church. So they have this same back, and the other one that's got the same back is activity cards. There are activity cards in the world deck as well, and activity cards you put in your hand and you can play at any time. So let's put them back. We've also got trouble cards. We'll tell you how to use them in a minute, but they come down from the deck and they cause your church to take spiritual health damage when they are face down like this. You can discern them to turn them over, and then they have a quality, a rules condition which causes you problems. And also in top left they've got a target number in order to get rid of them. This one, for example, is 9 wisdom. It tells you that you can't pray, and it also gives you another condition with which to get rid of it. So it says spend 1 action to swap your leader with 1 member, then discard this trouble. Okay, so that's a trouble card. I'm going to just get rid of that one. And then another type of card is a blessing card, which you get by praying, which we'll cover in a minute. Let's have a look at what it says. It has a scripture at the top, and in the real cards, the grey is a silver. This one is cast out spirits. It's a gifting, so you attach it to one of your people permanently, and it gives them this talent on top of their other talent. So it's a spiritual gift, so you would, let's say this person, you decided this person's going to get it, you go like this, and then whenever you use her, you can also fire this one. We'll cover all what they do in just a moment. But there are 3 types of heaven cards. Okay, so this one is gifting. Next, we've got a miracle. A miracle can be played from your hand, not only on your own church, but if you're playing with other people, other people's churches too. And then the next one is a divine intervention. It says play now. So when you pull it straight away. So those are the 3 different types of blessing card that you've got. And let's look at the people closely so that we can see what they're like. At the top left, you can see that it's got 4, and it's the blue one is faith, and then they've also got 4 wisdom, which has got a picture of a Bible, and it's green. Next is on the scroll is their name, and then their talent, and then at the bottom left you've got a number which is their recovery cost. When you use somebody for an action or you use them for their ability, you turn them sideways. Oh, I thought it would come up sideways, but it doesn't. And then it means that the number is the right way around. Then next in the middle is their ethnicity, the Jew or Gentile, and then is the hand is their resistance. So it's their resistance to God, and this they have 5. This is relevant when you pull people from the world as how resistant they are to your outreach. Okay, so there are 3 phases in each round, and there are 7 rounds. The first phase is the events phase. You pull an event card and then you deal with what it says. You will then recover your leader for free and recover up to the spiritual health of your church in recovery points for your people. So at the moment it says 7 over here, and so I get 7 points of recovery with which to recover my people. She's got 3, bottom left. He's got 4, so I could do those 2. Next, in the events phase, you'd also, if you brought any new people into the church, you'd add them to your church. And if you didn't have a leader, you would appoint a new leader. Then it's actions. It's the actions phase. These are the ones available: outreach, discernment, intercession, prayer, send, and recovery. We'll cover exactly how you do them in just a moment as we go through the game. You get 2 actions, and then you can get up to 3 if you've got somebody who gives you an action, which in this church we do. You can get bonus actions from the Heaven deck, Blessings deck, but and those are unlimited, the bonus actions. And then finally, with the phases, you've got the troubles phase. For every face down trouble up here, you lose 2 spiritual health. If you have a face up trouble, you then do what it says on it. Some of them will say, in the events phase, do this. Others will give you an ongoing problem, like you cannot pray, and others will trigger when you draw them. So you draw it, and then it'll do something to you. So there are also 3 types of troubles. So there's sins, conflicts, and spiritual. These are just categories, which means that some characters can hit certain trouble cards and not others. All right, let's play the game, and as we go through, I'll explain how we're doing things. So it starts with the events phase. We draw an event card, and then we look at it. It says, let's get a bit closer. Spirit of Prophecy. Examine the top card of the Blessing, Trouble, and World decks. So we can have a look at each of these. Okay. So we've got a singer, and she's got 4 resistance. We've got a conflict trouble called Dilution of the Message, and then we've got teaching as our first gift. All right, so in the first round, it's always good to do some outreach in order to expand the church. We've had a good event, so we haven't got like big problems hitting us immediately. You get the choice to deal with, your troubles, but I always like to do an outreach at the beginning, and if possible, to do a prayer as well. Let's have a look at what our stats are for doing an outreach. So what's relevant is their faith. So he's got 3. So they got 4, 1, 3, 5, 4, and 4. Now he's got 4, but he's also got an ability which says commission, which is the little card going, to gain 1 outreach action using only this member. Now that's really good ability, but we've also got her, and she gives an action for anything, and so it's better basically. But she, instead of it commissioning, she exhausts. So you have to turn it all the way upside down, and and when you exhaust a card, as you can imagine, it takes 2 recoveries to bring them all the way up. However, getting an action is well worth it, so we might do that. Okay, the prophet has a special talent which says prophesy. Commission to examine the next event or 2 cards of any other type. Now there's already a face up card on there with 4 resistance, so if we did it now it would only reveal 1 more. So let's save her and do that later. When you get the events deck, it's made up of 7 cards, and then the bottom 4 are later years cards, and you've got 2 bad and 2 good, and they're mixed up, so you could, different order. And the top 3 cards, the way you make the deck is you get 2 good early years cards and 2 bad early years cards, and you mix them up and you take one out and chuck it away, and you put the other 3 down, so you don't know if you've got 2 bad ones and one or 2 good ones and 1 bad. Okay, so what are we going to do this round? We've seen that we've got the top cards there, so we know what they are. What I'm thinking is this person here has a resistance of 4. So I need a faith of 4 in order to get her. I could use the visionary in order to gain a new action, but the leper has a special ability, which is commission to gain 1 outreach action using only this member. However, he has 4 faith and she is 4 resistance. The way that the outreach action works is normally you spend an action, you get up to 3 members together, you combine their faith total, and then you pull a number of cards that are face down from the world deck. You can go up to 5. On the average of each one is about 5 on each. But it ranges from 0 to 8, so it can vary quite a lot. And then you say, like, you might go in with 10, and you go, okay, I'll pull 2 cards, and you have a look. If the number of the resistance is higher than the faith, you lose, and the people go shuffled back into their deck. If your faith is higher, they join the church, and they go into your incoming area there. And the next round, they join the church. The people you used get commissioned, so they're on their side. And for every 6 points of resistance that you bring into the church, you bring 1 trouble card. So in the example, I was saying 10. So in that case, you'd bring in 1 trouble card and you'd add it in here. What I'm talking about is he gets an extra action, but it's only him. So instead of having a team of 3, it's just him on his own, which, you don't have to send 3 people in outreach. That's the maximum. But he basically gets to do 1 solo. And because we know that that's 4, we get to have it. But because it's less than 6, we don't take another trouble. So it's like a efficient way of just bringing in somebody without too much drama. Okay, now we've still got 2 more actions. The next card is, of course, a mystery, and we've only used him. So let's do a normal outreach that we just described. I'm going to zoom in a bit. He's got 5 faith, so he'd be good. He's got 3, and she can add 3 as well. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let's just use her, actually. She's got 4. And then it leaves us available to, it doesn't matter which way around we do it. Okay, but what we can do, so let's say, we've got these people we can use, and because we've got a prophet, we actually can be a bit more tactical. So instead of chucking, what we'd normally do then is go, okay, 3 plus 5 plus 4 is 12, so we can pull 2 cards, or maybe we could risk 3. But let's be a bit more tactical. Let's use the prophet, whose ability says, prophesy to examine the next event or 2 cards of any of the types. So we can go 1, 2, okay? So these are the next 2 cards. So she's got 2 resistance, and he's got 6, so it's 8 altogether. So I could use him and the boy and get those 2 and not use her. And in this case, yeah, let's do that. the consideration is I could pull another card, beyond these two, but because I've only got 4 more than it is, it might work, but I don't want to go too risky because I don't want to go bust. Okay, so we got those 2, it was 8, so we end up with a new trouble. Now we know what this one is because it shows us at the beginning of the round, but it's going to end up face down. But we can remember that when we turn it over, we're going to lose 4 wisdom for discernment and intercession actions. Flip. Okay, so now we've got 2 troubles face down. It means at the end of the round, we're going to lose 4 spirit. Our church is Thessalonica, and there's a Kickstarter for Thessalonica starting on Wednesday, the 8th of October. So be ready for that, or if that time has passed, go and back it. The benefit of Thessalonica is when you pray, the target church gains 1 spiritual health, like extra 1. Because we're playing solo, that's going to go onto us because we're praying for ourselves. But if we were praying for someone else, they would get the extra benefit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a pray, because we're going to not deal with this right now, but we're going to put the health up so that when we lose those 4, it doesn't go down too low. So Priscilla and Aquila we're going to use to pray, and the way that the prayer action works is you put a little team together of up to 3, as always, but instead of using their like faith, wisdom, etc., it's just the number of people that are praying. For every person that prays, you get to choose whether you take a health or you take a blessing card. Health/spirit. The first person always gives you a point of spirit. Okay, now what I can do, probably should have left the boy, but never mind, is I'm going to use Priscilla and Aquila, and their ability says they count as 2 of the 3 members. So the point being, you tap them, like you commission them, and instead of using 2 people to do it, they count as 2. Okay, and then she's also up, so we'll use her. And then now that's the 3, but it only costs us 2 cards. So we've got 3. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take 1 spirit and 2 cards. So this one we already knew was you gain. So when you commission this person, gain 3 wisdom for all actions this round. So that's pretty good when we start dealing with wisdom related stuff. It's going to give us wisdom to use. This one, intervention. Play now. Each church may remove all conflict troubles throughout this round. We're not going to, because I've left it to the end of the round, I'm not going to get to do it. If we knew what these were, like as if they had been turned over by a discernment action and they were conflicts, we get to blast them. We don't know what they are, and I'd run out of actions with which to discern them. So unfortunately, that's not going to help us. But this is. So who do we want to have loads of wisdom? We could put it on the leaders, but it'd be good to put it on somebody who's already got lots of wisdom so that they become a bit of a wisdom powerhouse. Or, now I'm thinking about it, this one just adds 3 wisdom to all actions. So they don't even have to be in the action. So actually, this one tactically would be better on just somebody who we're going to use. I think we're going to use the prophet a lot, but also, interestingly, she's got 4 wisdom. But if I use her, but here's the thing, if I use her to prophesy some cards, and then I recover her, and then I use her again, we'll be adding 6 wisdom to the next thing we do. All right, now we've used everybody, and that's it. So that's the end of the go. The activity card, you might be wondering, is Clothe the Poor. It says make ready 2 members. So I could spend it to bring people up. But make ready, if you look at the little icon, it's a 4, but it's got 2 arrows. And it means that you can recover someone from being exhausted. Okay, troubles phase. So we've got 2 face down. We haven't dealt with them. We've got 8 spirit. So we're going to lose 4. So we're going to go down to 4. Oh, do you know what? I forgot that we gain an extra one from there. So actually, we're going to have 5. I forgot all about that. That's almost all of the Troubles phase, but we also take 1 at the end of the Troubles phase every round. New round, round 2. We take an event and we get to, why is it wiggling? Flip it. It's a bad one. It says, outreach made unlawful. Persecution. Outreach teams become exhausted. Okay, so this event means that, if I do an outreach action, the people who go are going to end up being exhausted. I need to do an outreach action often in order to win the game, but because we did quite a bit last time, we could possibly afford to do something else this round and see how it goes, or just do a little bit. Okay, that's the event. Now we do the rest of the events phase where we recover the leader for free, and then we get the number of spirit points to recover other people. I've arranged my people in the order of the cost that they are. He's 2, she's 3, 3, 4, 4. So I've only got 5, so I need a 3 and a 2 basically. So, whoops, I did not mean to press that. Put it in my hand. Okay, I want to bring up the profit, I think. Yes, because we're not gonna do as much. We're gonna do things that relate to wisdom, so we're gonna need her, and we're probably gonna pray. So yeah, the boy. All right, so that's what we can get for that. We can also now bring in our new people, and they come in ready to go. He's got 2 recovery costs. I'm going to pop him down here. She has 2 as well. Interesting. So I'm going to take these guys and move them up. And she can go there. Okay. That's looking good because we've got a load of low cost people. Oh, and her as well. She is a 4, so she can go at this end. Not got much room for you, but she's good at praying. So what I say is we discern our troubles and pray a lot. What might be an idea? So should we pray first? Yeah, let's pray first, then look at the troubles, because if we pull a trouble and you can't pray, then we can't do outreach and we can't pray, so it's going to be bad. Let's pray first. So I'm going to use Priscilla and Aquila. They count as 2. If we use this guy, his thing is action, so use him in an action with other members to encourage one member. 5. So I could use him and bring up, for example, this guy or this guy. The other person who's good at praying though is her, and she can encourage one member. So actually he is better, and she's more expensive. So their power is almost the same. His is better, but the reason not to use her is her recovery cost is 4, which I couldn't get on the screen for you. Okay, so let's use him. 1, and that's 3. But then the boy's ability, can't get on screen, is pray as a 4th member. So I said you make a team with up to 3 people. Well, that's his special power, so he can get added in as a 4th member. Okay, so we've got 4 people praying. We get to recover someone up to level 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recover him. So we're going to do our prayer. Okay, we get 1 anyway for the first person. We get 1 for Thessalonica, so we're now on 7. I'm going to take 1, so we're on 8. And that means that 2 have been used up, so I've got 2 more. So I'm going to take 2 heaven cards. This one is Divine Call to Repentance. Each church may remove all sin troubles throughout this round. Okay, so that's good, because as soon as we turn these, if any of them are sin, we can blast them. This one is Divine Resurrection. Play from hand. 1 member who died in this or the previous round gets resurrected. Okay, we haven't got anybody dead yet, so we put that in our hand. But we will be playing this. I'm going to put it up there. You have to play it because it says play now, but I'm going to put it there to remind me. Okay. Now what I want is to discern all these cards. In order to do that, I need 6 wisdom. So the way, okay, how does discernment work? You put together a team of up to 3 characters. This time you combine their wisdom. You get to turn over 1 card per 2 wisdom. So that's why I need 6 wisdom for this. Okay, probably should have thought about that when I was recovering people. Okay, so we did an action which was pray. Now we're looking to do a discernment action, and that'll be it unless I use her to give us the 3rd action. I would potentially use him, but because the outreach thing is not good right now, let's use her. So so it says exhaust to gain 1 action. So I'm gonna do exhaust her. So now we've got 2 more actions to go. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commission her to do her profit thing. Okay, what it means is that her spiritual gift is gonna fire, and it says equip to gain 3 wisdom for the next action. I'm actually going to discern these cards because even though I don't want to sort of get them yet because of the persecution, I know now that he's 4 and he's 5, and they can just stay like that. But I've given an extra 3 for this. Okay, so that didn't cost an action, so we've still got 2 actions left. I'm thinking I could recover someone, or if I had somebody with 3 wisdom, the 3 wisdom that this gave would mean that they had the 6 to push all the cards. And she has 3, so I'm going to use her, and then we're going to discern all these cards, and we still got an action left afterwards. Okay. Spirit of Self-Reliance. Each trouble phase lose 1 spirit. Do not draw blessings when praying. So you see, if I'd have pulled that first and then I'd done the prayer, I wouldn't have been able to get the things. This one we knew what it was. It makes discernment and intercession harder by adding more, taking away wisdom. This one, lying. You cannot use the discernment action. Okay, so right now we haven't got any undiscerned troubles, so that's like, it's a big problem, but it's a big problem that's going to hurt like a bit later on. However, let's remember we've got this on the go. So are there any of these sins? So yeah, lying is a sin. So God calls everybody to repentance, and that is gone. Unfortunately, these other 2 are not sins. That's really annoying. Okay, so that's fine. We've still got 1 action left. We could just like recover people, so we'll be ready for next round. It's probably a good idea. If not, we've only got him and her, so they've only got 2 members. So you could do like a little mini pray, but because we can't get blessings, they could intercess, couldn't they? Well, let's have a look at what their ability to do that is. She has 2 faith, 2 wisdom, but she has an ability which says exhaust to gain 6 faith or wisdom, 2 an intercession action. So she has it good at intercession, so that's good. He has 4 faith and 2 wisdom. So what would happen in this scenario is if I did intercess, I could use him, and then she could add to what he does. This, can you see, has 6 target number. So I need 6 faith to hit that, which he doesn't have on his own. Although, to be fair, she wouldn't need to exhaust for that because she's got 2 faith. So his faith and her faith together is enough. We could get rid of this, but that's hindering but not hurting us. That is going to hurt us. So I reckon let's go ahead and intercess against that spiritual trouble. I didn't use her talent, I just used her stat. And that's probably a good example for you of where, because it's a multi-use card, I could commission her for her faith, or I could exhaust her for a talent, and her talent would have given me 6. But I didn't need 6, I needed 2, so just use the commission. All right. Now, I haven't used my Clothe the Poor yet. It's such a powerful card that I'm probably doing what I advise people not to do, which is like I'm holding on until I use it for the like most efficient time to use it. That's not going to be too hard to achieve, but the reason that it's good to fire it up front is because if you can get ahead of the curve in a bit early game, rather than wait, I'll hold this card and then it'd be super efficient. But if it's super efficient right at the end, it's not as good, because if you'd have done it at the beginning, the benefits it gave you would have, borne fruit for a much longer amount of time. But still, I don't need to, because what I'm going to do is basically bring her up with it. But right now, she can't be used again this round, so I can just play it, bam, bring her up next round if I want to. So let's just sort of hold on, because there the opportunity might present itself to do it even more efficiently. Okay, that's the end of the actions phase. Now it's the troubles phase. We don't get hit by anything specific, but we do take a new one. Don't lose any health, so we're on 8, so that's good. No, it's a trouble. No, it's round 3. Events phase. Whoops. Okay, what does it say? Leaders flogged. Persecution. Exhaust your leader. Leader 1. They do not automatically recover. Boom. Okay, so they get exhausted, so I can't basically use them this round. So again, let's think about, okay, well, if that's the situation, it's taken out our leader. This is a perfect example of where I could now use this to bring up them and her. And so that's what I'm going to do in just a moment. But you generally play it in the actions phase, so let's just wait. Now, but what I was going to say is they're really good at praying, so let's not pray this round because they got hammered. But doesn't matter, because I'm going to mitigate what the problem is. We've got 8 spirit, so we've got good recovery. 8 points. Okay, who are we going to go for? We're going to bring her up anyway. So we could go for these cheap guys. These are all 2, which would be really good if we were going to pray. I'm going to bring up the prophet because I just want the prophet to be able to help us look at the cards. So that's 3. So now I've got 5 left. So let's go for a 2 and a him, 2 and a 3. I'll do. Okay. That's that. We didn't bring any new people in last round. So that's it basically. It's the actions phase. I'm going to do what I'd said a minute ago. So now I'm going to spend that, bring her all the way up, bring her all the way up. Oh, just double check that. Oh, no. I just noticed that this is limited to 4. So even though I've been hanging on to play it on my visionary, it won't work on the visionary because she's 5 recovery. Okay, let's put her back down. I'm going to spend this, but instead of bringing her up, let's bring up a 4. And let's bring him up because he's got 5, and then 4. So if I get these guys, they're going to do an outreach for 9. 9 brings in a trouble. And oops, now they've been used. Okay. So we brought 2 people in, so that's good. Let's do a pray. If I use... Let's pray. Okay, I'm going to get 2, and then I use 3 people. So one of them gets used that. The other one's free, so I've got 2 left. So I pull 2 cards. Gifting. Cast out spirits. Okay. Divine intervention. Play now. This is the one we looked at earlier. Churches with 7 or more get an extra action. Happy days. And they gain more spirit. I didn't need more spirit. Thank you very much. But I get an extra action. Okay, let's check that away. Who am I going to put this on? This means the person has to do an intercession. Okay, let's put it on her. And then they can get rid of spirits. Alrighty. We've got an extra action now. It's going to have to be recovery because there's literally no choice. Everybody is down. Okay, so if I do a recovery action, I can bring up. What happens when you do recovery action is you bring up 10 points worth of people. So you spend your action and it gets you 10 points worth of people. As I point out, there's literally no choice because everybody is down. Let's bring him up for 2. No, let's put him back down. Let's bring her halfway. And then let's put these down a second. So I'm going to bring him up and somebody's 3, so her, that'll do. Is that a good idea? I don't know. But that is the end of the actions phase. We lose 4 health. Goes down to 6. And now we take another trouble. And now it's an event phase. Event phase of round 4. Oh, why is it a blooming hard one again? Hearts hardened. Increase the resistance total by 4 for each outreach. So it means outreach is harder, basically. Okay. The rest of the event phase, we get to recover our leader for free. Okay. And then we get 6 points worth of recovery. Oh, this is where I should have planned ahead, shouldn't I? But I'm going to bring her up for 5. And then that's it, because nobody's won. Okay, but then she's going to tap and she's going to give us another action this round. And as a result, I'm going to get 10 points of recovery right now to bring up 10 points of people. Maybe. What am I going to be doing? Praying? Using wisdom? Okay. I'm going to tap the prophet. It's tempting to look at these actually, but although it's good, let's focus on let's keep the main thing. So she's going to look at 2 of those cards, revealing that we've got ahead of us a 2 and a 3, so that's only 5. But right now it'd be a 9. So okay, but that didn't cost us anything, but what it did do is give us a 3-point buff on discernment. What I've just remembered is that this is crippling us for discernment. So if I wanted to look at all of those cards, I wouldn't need 6, I need 10. This is ridiculous. Okay. So I can either flip them, or the other method is to just pray up so we don't die. And then hope that, like, the prayer gives us something good. Okay, we need to discern some cards. So these guys have got the best wisdom. So let's use them. They're 4. Plus 3 is 7. So that's not enough. We need 8 to look at 2 cards. But I'm going to use this guy because his ability is action. So any action with others to encourage a member of level 5. So basically he just gives the 1 point that they needed to tip over into 8, and then I can recover somebody 5, which I'm going to use, make it her. Means we get to look at 2, but I haven't actually got rid of that. I've just gone round it. Well, not gone round it, gone through it. Oh, selfishness. Each troubles phase add an additional face down troubles. Instead of 1, you get 2. And leaders imprisoned. You can't use your leaders, so that's like straight away. Can't use them anymore. But luckily, I've used them this round already. Now, that's a sin. Oh, we don't have a thing anymore. That's annoying. Conflict. Okay, what are we gonna do? And that is that's a blue one, and these are green. So if we were to do an intercession, we'd be impeded by 4, and if we wanted to hit both of them, you'd need 5 plus 7, which is not 12, and then another 4, so it'd be 16, which I don't think this church is very good for, because look at these guys: 0, 1, 2. She's got 2, 2, 2. Like, not a wisdom church. Okay. What's probably more urgent is I need to get rid of that selfishness, because otherwise I'm going to just absolutely drown in sin. So I could do... So I need... Was it 6? No, just 4. She's got 2 on her own. He's got 3 on his own. So who's up? Her and him and her. So she's got 3 and he's got 3. So these 2 can go and deal with the selfishness. So the singer and the boy go and deal with the selfishness in the church, as that's the last thing we can do this round. Okay. Nobody's died yet, so I can't use that. She's still up, but that's it. Okay. That's the end of the actions phase. Now it's the troubles phase. Take 2 for that. And then new one. And then it's the actions phase. Round 4. Why is it a bad one again? Stormy Seas. Event phase recovery. Sorry, reduce event phase recovery by 5. Brilliant, thanks a lot. So come down from 4 to nothing. Kill any members who were sent. Now, luckily nobody was sent because we're playing a solo game, but this is harsh enough without being able to recover people. Oh, it's so bad. I was like pretty confident about this one, but now I'm less confident. We've still got, isn't it 11 in there? Oh, okay. We just don't have a church that can recover enough. And even when I do, so let's carry on with the event phase. These guys come up, but I can't use them because they're in jail. And then we get no recovery, which is brilliant because she's the only person who's awake. Well, we can use the recovery action, but that will cost us. So let's do that. Let's bring her up for 5. And then, what are these guys? These are 2 and 2 and 3 of it. I was thinking about bringing him up and then just getting them, but what we can do, is these guys come in. Did I forget them last round? I hope not, or else I'll probably be making this game unnecessarily hard for myself. Oh, I didn't finish recovering people. So this was 5, and then I need 5 more. So I'm going to do 2 for him, because he can help bring her up. And, yeah, her. Okay. So we're talking about intercessing against those 2. Is it worth it? Right now, what this is costing us is that's put these guys in jail. This is making it really hard to get rid of them and to discern these, to be fair, so I've forgotten about that. So it kind of needs to go, but the problem is it's spending an action and like 3 people or whatever it would be to get rid of it. It's so expensive. It's like, is it right? If I was going to do it, she could give 6. She'd give 7. Is 13. No. Yeah. So only 1 more person. So we could use him or him. It doesn't really matter. Okay. That would give us enough to get rid of both of those. Let's just do it. Which at least means those are discernible. These guys are out of prison. So with the last action, I should do outreach. I should include him. And then, oh no, we can only go for 5 because if we pull in any more, we're going to die anyway. So no, we can't do outreach. We have to do intercession. So let's use him and him. I'm using him unnecessarily, but that will bring her up. And then, okay, so you have to discern, yeah. Okay, violent opposition. Persecution. In the troubles phase, kill 1 in 4 members, then discard this trouble. I'll do nothing about that. Suppression. Members used in outreach are exhausted afterwards. So we got that back again, basically. This one, 1 in 4 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to use 3. That's annoying. I can't. Is this? That's resurrection, yeah. So I can resurrect somebody if they get killed, but I can't actually stop it. So yeah, it's the troubles phase. So that's going to fire. It's going to kill 1 in 3 people. Who does it say it kills? In the troubles phase, 1 members with even resistance. Okay, so the only people who are actually safe from this is him, no, not her, the prophet and her. They've got odd resistance. Everybody else is fair game. We lose 3. So I was going to, I remember now, I was going to lose him, and I'm going to resurrect him. I'm going to lose her, and no, wait. Yeah. And then I'm going to resurrect him, because what it does is he's down, he gets killed, and then I get to resurrect him, he's up. Okay. And I need his 5 faith. So that fires and that's done. So chuck that. That's still in action, which is very annoying. And then we get a new trouble, and then it's the new round. 6 and 1, so this is the penultimate round. I'm not confident, not anymore. I'd have to get, so they're 11, so I'd have to get 5 this, what is it? 5 this round, 6 next round. This is not going to happen, especially with suppression. Let's just quickly play through this. Skardal Sin troubles throughout this round. This is conflict. 1, 4 points. 4, so get those 2 back. For him. Okay, let's do a pray. 1, 2, 3. And then just really hope for the rest, because the only way this is going to get turned around is by some big divine intervention. So those guys pray. It makes 4. 2 automatically come in because of Thessalonica. So 1 plus the 1 you get from Thessalonica. And there are 3 left. I'm going to go with 3 cards. This is a gifting. I was going to say it's not good, but it is good. It's Faithfulness, which is the great card that goes with this guy. It means he can now do a solo outreach with 7 faith. What might... sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. Love, remove 1 conflict trouble. Okay, now we're cooking. So, if I put that on him, when he goes on outreach, I'll blast it. There might be somebody more efficient to use, but I'm not sure. Did I say I was taking 3? Yeah. Exorcism, remove 1 spiritual trouble. Okay, great. Let's put that on Priscilla Aquila. Yeah. Okay, good. So we did a pray, and it has solved some of our problems, because I'm going to be able to get rid of that, which was our big problem. And so all I need to do is a massive outreach. I can't afford to... it's just going to bring in too much trouble. I can't afford to hang around and only get these ones. So, wow, but they are 5. But let's do instead. Oh, I've got to bring him up. He was used, and so I can recover somebody up to 5. She's already up, but I should. No. I'm going to recover him, and then I'm going to use him for his bonus action to take those 2 cards. That's 5. That skims in under the trouble barrier. So what did I do? I prayed. I've done my 3rd action. So I've got one more generic action left. I should do another outreach. Yeah. So we didn't. Oh, I did it in the wrong order. Oh. Hold on. He's going to be able to get rid of that. Does it matter if he does his first? Yeah, he needs to do it first. Oh wait, was that 5? No. Oh yeah. But then. Okay, this is just a little puzzle, and I can fix it. Okay, the only way this is going to work is if I keep them on there. Don't use him yet. I've got to use him second. Okay, so let's put an outreach team together. She could actually join it. So let's put her in. Desperate times, desperate measures. Because there's no one else. So she's going to contribute her 4 faith. And then 3 faith, so that's 7. He's got 5, so that's 12. That gets rid of that. Now we know, so 12, so we know these are 5, right? 5, 12. So yeah, so we pull one more card. Oh, it's going to be a blooming activity, isn't it? How many 12, and that's 7. If I pull one more card, like it's kind of safe, fine, but we're not, we're going to have to pull 2, and I hope one of them is an activity. If I go bust, there's no chance. If I don't go bust, and they are cards that are good, then we're like slightly closer to be able to do it. Oh, hold on. Is it 7? Oh, 6. So even though it's going to hurt us for trouble. Oh no, it's 11, isn't it? 5 and 6, 11. So it's only 1 trouble. We've got 4 people in 1 action. Nice. And now, my free... and he didn't go to prison. Good. Now... but let's see, we can get rid of them. I was about to do my outreach with the guy. If I did his outreach and I got 1 card, that would be good. However, if it's 6, I'll get another trouble and then I'll die. And there's nothing I can do. So it's literally a gamble. If I take it and it's 6, I'll die and that'll be the end of the game. If I don't take it and do discern or something, which he could discern like 1 of them. Let's gamble. It's a dumb gamble because we're just going to lose. The safer option would certainly be to get rid of 1 and then try next round. But because we're not going to win unless we really push on. Sorry. So let's pull this. Let's hope it's something less than 6. It's a person. It's 4. It's 4. That means, and it's not 6, so I don't get trouble. Safe. Well, not very safe because now it's the troubles phase. Let's put everybody back. This goes down by 4 down to 2. Okay, it's not dead yet, but we do have all these new people. Okay, that's the damage. Then we take 1 more trouble, Oh, it's the final round. Is this good, Ben? Yes. Oh, look, it's the same scene. Apostolic support. Let's hope we get a good thing. So it says draw an apostle from the box as an additional leader. Nice. Okay, so I've gone and got the leader. Here he is. John Mark. What's his power? Oh. Outreach as a fourth member. Okay, so he's good at outreach. This might mean we can succeed, but can we actually survive? We're good at praying though, so actually, instead of getting rid of it, can we just pray it up so that we get 10 health? Probably not. Probably need to do a combination. Who have we got in the church now? So that's that. Recover the leader. Okay. We get to recover 2 points worth of people. Okay. If we bring him up and then he manages to get her up, we'll be able to get an action. That gives us some level of hope. Oh, he's one. One recovery. His ability, reduce the strength of each trouble by 1. This is the old woman. This is. Do you know what? We haven't had hardly any activities. I suspect that loads of these last ones are activities. Because I was just about to say, so her power anyway is you discard an activity to draw a blessing, which I was like, yeah, I would do that right now. I don't have any. And then I'm thinking, literally, I think we've only had the one I started with. And if that's the case, there's 6 cards there, but 4 of them are activities. And now I know why it's been such a painful game, even though I had such a brilliant start. But that tells me that I could probably pull all 6 of those cards if I had 10 or so faith going in on evangelism. Oh, but I can't really 6 because I have to do 1, so I can only pull 5 at a time. So I'd have to do 2 evangelisms anyway. Oh, this is such a puzzle. Like, this is going to be close. If I can pull this off, but to get rid of that many. So what are we good at? We're good at praying. So I should do a prayer. Might get a miracle if I pray. If I do pray, I need loads of health. But then I also need to discern. And I need to recover. I need to bring her up. Oh, hold on. These people are all here. Still got more people. So we've got her. She's got faith. Is he there? Yeah, see, discard an activity, remove face down trouble. And he's up. So if I pull an activity out of the deck and I can get rid of one of those, I've only got 2 to deal with. That's 4. Okay. This guy is a one faith guy. He'd be good for praying or faith. He only costs 1 to recover, but I've got space over there, so I'll put him there. Oh, yeah, so, and I reckon 4 of those are activities. What could the activities be? Could one of them give me an extra person? No, I don't think so. This is could be close. It's close either way. I'm either going to get them all. So if I put together an outreach, so I think there's 2 cards in there. The maximum it could be. The problem is that everybody's down. Although, are they? Nobody can recover in a body. Nope. These 2 could both be fueled. If I pulled out activities, I could then play 1 to get a blessing and play 1 to get rid of a thing. Okay. So I need to start by doing a big outreach and try and pull, I was going to say all the cards, but I can pull 5 of the cards and hope that 4 of them are activities or something. And then how do I get the last one up? So I do it, that's 1. And then I pray. And if I can get the visionary up, we can get an action with which to get the last card. Oh no, I can get visionary up with him. So as long as I use him, so he could pray and then he could bring her up. That'd be the third action. The third action, they then do something, do the last outreach. We have to not go over the 6. But if we did pray, so we pray and we get loads of health. Okay, yeah, let's walk through it. Who have we got for outreach? Whoops. I need to look at her. 3. He's not up. He's at 1. Brilliant. So you can pray. Oh, wait, hold on. We got John Mark. Okay. John Mark shows in 4 and he can be a 4th member. Let's move them over to here. She's got 3, which is decent, but she's also good at praying. I need to keep him. I need to keep her for when we pull up all those activities that have been waiting to the end. But by doing that, I don't have anybody to use. He can contribute 1 or 2 if he goes. I really need to get him up for this. It's because we took such a kick in over there. He's going to be involved. Actually, what's his? Oh, he's got 1. Oh, wait, hold on. These guys could go. Oh, no, wait. They need to pray. Or do they? No, wait. If I just left 4 people to pray who would... I don't need their special power. Yeah. So what I need... So you could pray and you guys could go and you do exorcism, which would be good if we knew what they were. Yeah, that's a good plan. And then she's good at praying. Oh, she's up. So yeah, she needs to be over there. You're in the prayer team. You're on the prayer team. And that's the prayer team. The prayer team brings her up. So who else is... There's no one else. There's no one else for the evangelism team. This is 8 though. So no, if I add her... This is so close because if I send her, she can't be the 4th member on this. But if the activities that we pull, one of them can recover someone, I need to send her because I need the faith. Oh, hold on. What would happen if I prayed before outreach? Okay, I'm not sure this can be done. It basically all depends on what the numbers are in there. So I've got these guys. Let's just quickly check. So we've got 4 faith, 4 faith, 3 faith. 11, right? But I'm going to pull 5 cards because I'm sure that 4 of these are activities. What I'm hoping is that we only get... Oh, don't go in there. Is we only get 1... Oh, it's doing it even more. Is that one of the ones I pulled down? Yeah. Okay. Is we only get 1 of the people. No, I don't know now. Oh, let's figure it out. It all comes down to what comes out. 4, okay. Activity. 6. Okay, well, yeah, that could be the 2 people that are left. So that means that's an activity, and these are 2 activities. Okay, that's not bad. We didn't go bust, but it got 10. So it meant, we only got 1 card. So that's not actually that bad. So there's no people left. I think I can do it. Can I do it? Discard a face down trouble. And I can't use that. Okay, so this one, spend. Let's check it. Right, it says deeper worship. Get rid of her face down trouble. Right, so now we've got 3, so we're not going to, possibly not going to die. We've got 2 up there. Okay. And we took the trouble for these guys, so these guys go into here. Fine, you're dealt with. We don't need the wisdom from this, because what we're not going to do is have time to discern. What we're going to do is pray our health back to full so that we don't die. And we can't spend that, so we're going to discern both discard both of them. So this guy's going to commission to spend one to discard one because he's powerful. Hold on. If I got... No, wait. I was just thinking if I could get him up and do it again. I don't have one, but I got two, so I do have to pray. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I think. No, not discard that. Let's discard that to power her power, which is exhaust her to pull a heaven card. Oh yes, this is a really good card. Each church may make ready their leaders and take an extra action. Right, that is going to redeem the whole situation. So let's put them how they should be. You are tired. Okay. I should have. Okay. Now, but they are going to come up, and we get an extra action. We need. Did I screw this up? We need 4. No, we only need. No, we're okay. I don't think we're going to get any more trouble. So we just need to have 5. So we need 3. So in fact, with a prayer team of 3, even though annoyingly it could have been 4, with a prayer team of 3, we can add the 3 that we need. And take a card. So you, and you bring her up. And then you pray. First one gains 2. The next one gains another one. 5. And then I could add 1. Yeah. I was thinking, should I put it up to 6 just in case this is a person? But if it is a person, I'm going to die anyway because I'll have 6 and it would cause me 6. So I'm going to flip this. Joy. This member's recovery is reduced by 2 or 2. Okay. That one. Okay. But she's now she's down. Okay. Okay. That's right. Okay. And now it's final action. No, yeah. In fact, I've got 2 actions left now because I got a bonus one. Yeah, and I wangled it so that I'd have this one left. So actually I've got 2 now and I'm going to make it. So I just need to do an outreach. So if I chuck 8 at that, what does that do? Okay. Whoops. And I'm pretty sure it's an activity. It is. So I've succeeded. I've got this. I've got another action even. Who's it? Like literally nobody is up. Look at that. I'm like, oh yeah, don't worry everybody. I got this. But look at it. Absolutely everybody is tapped. That was the final card. We do have trouble, but we've got enough so that we'll have 1 health left at the end. And that is a victory, and that is the end of the game. Wow, that was a really, really close game. I don't know, did I teach you everything in the end? I think we covered all the intercession and discernment. If not, I'm pretty sure you can pick it up from that. You put 3 people in a team and you use their stats. But my goodness, that was close. I genuinely thought that we would not be able to get 11 cards out in the last 2 rounds. But you've just got to think, how am I going to do it? Like, I've got to pull the cards. I can't, deal with the troubles anymore. And in this case, realizing that there was still all the activities, literally every single activity was still in the deck. I hadn't had any. Was why I was in such a bad position, and I had to bloom in all the bad events up front as well. It was good first, wasn't it? I was just saying to Paul the other day, when you get good, bad, 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 it really hurts you because you've got, good at the end, but it's too late then. So if we'd had Mark come on turn 4, great, because we'd had him for loads of rounds, but we only had him in that final round. It's like, thank you, Mark, for coming with apostolic help and just helping us go over the line. And ultimately, he was actually used twice in that round because we prayed and a miracle happened and they were inspired to go again, and they ended up going on outreach again and throwing an 8 down on a 0. So that was 8 faith against 0 resistance. That was close, and that was a really good example of how this game plays and how close it can get. Thank you so much for watching. The game's available for pre-order, and if you're watching before the Kickstarter begins, it's on Wednesday, the 8th of October. If you're watching afterwards, make sure you back it. Have a look. Maybe if it's later, you have a look if there's a late pledge. But Thessalonians Kickstarter, go and follow that as well. Thanks a lot.